American policing didn't just start looking militarized out of nowhere. It didn't just happen because of crime or tough on drugs politics. It happened because our police started learning from soldiers overseas. For more than 20 years, U.S. police officers have been taking part in exchange programs with Israel, not for diplomacy, not for culture, but for counterterrorism. And those lessons, they didn't stay overseas. They came home. After 9/11, Homeland Security became America's new religion. And Israel, which had decades of experience in counterinsurgency and surveillance, was treated as the gold standard for how to keep a population under control. So organizations here in the U.S. stepped in to build bridges between the police and the Israeli military. The Anti-Defamation League launched its National Counterterrorism Seminar in 2003. The Jewish Institute for National Security of America started its Law Enforcement Exchange program the next year, 2004. And the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange expanded its partnerships with Israeli police. They called them professional development trips, but what they really were tactical briefings. U.S. chiefs, sheriffs, and federal officers were trained in crowd management, border security, and rapid urban entry. By 2025, programs like these had reached more than 12,000 U.S. officers, including departments from Atlanta, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, D.C., Baltimore. And while most of these programs are publicly defended as information exchanges, critics have a point. The information that's being exchanged was born in an occupation. Amnesty International USA has warned for years that these programs risk bringing home tactics for controlling occupied populations, not serving local communities. And when you look at what's happened since, it's hard to deny the resemblance. Officers trained in Israel return home to a playbook built on surveillance, profiling, and force. We've seen those tactics on our streets, at Ferguson, at Standing Rock, at protests where armored vehicles, tear gas, and crowd neutralization were used on civilians. A 2020 investigation by the Real News Network confirmed that officers from Maryland, Florida, and California attended counterterrorism seminars led by Israeli security officials, learning language like neutralized threats and rapid urban entry. The Progressive found a similar overlap between post-9/11 Israeli exchange materials and modern U.S. protest control manuals. When you read both side by side, it's chilling. The exact same language, just different geography. This isn't about blaming Israel. It's about calling out the global export of militarized policing and how America eagerly bought in. Because when police start learning from soldiers, they stop acting like public servants. They start treating neighborhoods like occupied zones and citizens like potential insurgents. They call it sharing expertise, but what's really being shared is mindset, that control is peace and fear is safety. So no, our police didn't just get more tactical. They got globalized. And until we start asking who's training them, what's being taught, and why this continues, every American city is just going to keep feeling a little more like a checkpoint.